This is, hey guys, on YouTube. Jeffrey, how we doing? Nigu, Guava, is it Guava? Let's just ZA Painter, how we doing? I'm actually looking at the DAX right now. I'm looking at the DAX. Gold has been an absolute bitch to me today. Um, excuse my language. So yeah, um, the chart you can see right now is the DAX. I'm looking for potential shorts through here. Hey Anna, how we doing? Um, Gold. Look, if we just look at gold, and I got stung on a breakout at the top this morning. Let's just get rid of this. So this. Oh, 1 second. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so we were looking for potential shorts after this hourly candle. Then the market reversed, did an outside candle. Then we were looking for potential longs. The market reversed, did another outside candle. So it's just been an absolute, uh, what's the best way and polite way of saying it? It's just been a bit of a cluster today on gold. Obviously, it's probably something to do with the market and CPI data coming out at 1:30. But look, ultimately, I'll still trade the price action. So literally, this one's kind of written off me right now. The day is panning out to what we kind of wanted this morning, but we've just had this consolidation, which has just not been kind for anyone. Um, it doesn't matter how you want to trade when it just goes up and down like that, um, it it just it's just not good to trade. So the DAX is where I'm focusing my attention. We've got 1 minute for this candle to close. If it closes anywhere where it is right now, um, I will be getting short on this market. All we need is a wick up. I'm getting ready. Oops, that's the wrong thing to move. So yeah, we're selling this if we break the low. Okay, we're selling this. I'm just waiting for the candle to close in 10 seconds. As long as it closes anywhere where we are right now, then we will be, there we go, sorry. Okay, let's see if we get a little wick up, and we'll be placing uh, okay, so I want to be short this right now. Okay. Right, 1 second, guys. So I'm just going to go in live at market right now, guys. I think it's going to be 1 second. Let's have a look. Where can we put our stop? If we put our stop here, what's that going to be? 40 points. 40 points. Let's have a look at the 30. 38 points. Okay, so let's just we'll get a sell stop placed underneath here any second. We just want to see what happens. Commander in Chief, I got GJ buys at 198.80, 11 pips, and closed earlier. Well done, sir. Mick, Stowe, Kevin C, Alex Libra, you waved it. Oh yeah, James, how we doing? I've had quite a few messages this morning from different people on TikTok saying they've been experiencing a high number of approaches from people like pretending to be me. So just what's the best way of saying it, guys? I will never message you directly, okay? So if anyone who is claiming to be trading trainer or marketer and messages directly, just be aware, okay? Be aware, and if you message me directly, I will always reply, okay? I will always reply. Uh, but I will never message you directly myself, okay? I appreciate your space and what do you call it? Your privacy. But if you have questions about my services, the free channels, etc., then by all means message me and I will reach out. Who gold cells look good? Yeah, gold cells. Yeah, they do. I've missed it. To be fair, it's a little bit far gone in the equation for me right now. Um, um, I would have, if I was selling gold, it would have needed to have been somewhere here. This candle here and sells underneath that low would have been the trade. Unfortunately, it's not something that I took. I wasn't looking at this. I was just getting everything set up. Good afternoon, Richard, Taser. I don't know that name. Elliot, Elias, how we doing? Pastor, how you doing? Welcome back. Mike's. Yeah, so listen, we've got big news coming out in 20 minutes. CPI data from the US. It's forecasted to be up a little bit on the day. So look, now what's happened is now we've broken through this level. Trade's already gone. I'm not in it. So that level is no longer important to me. Next support level is down here. What could we potentially see on the from this chart based off the higher time frames? Thanks for all the likes, guys. Lots of likes coming in, much appreciated. Waiting for DAX longs now from Vic. I'm not sure about that. We'll see. Uh, is that DAX or NAS longs? I would be. I'm DAX shorts. I think if we break this low, I'm just gonna sell it live at market. Uh, give us a clue, Vic. Uh, okay. Pastor, thank you for sharing the live. Mr. Bull joined. Good afternoon. Cowboy, good afternoon. So listen, we're looking for a breakout trade here. So look, this is the rules for the breakout. I'm going to share with you the rules. Breakout short. So what we're looking for is a clean level of structure. We can see a clean level of structure here. We're looking for a close below support, which we have on this candle here. Let me just show you this candle here. We have a nice clear candle close below. Do we have clear space? So clear space, let's look to the left-hand side. What do I mean by clear space? Mangamotsi, any comments? Give us a clue. What's that in relation to? I'm looking for clear space. So clear space is momentum candles. It's a no from me. Hi, Steve. How you doing, buddy? So we've got these momentum candles that we're looking at. Nice big bodied candles, no wicks. So what this tells me is if we can break below here and we keep pushing lower, then I expect the market has free rein to drop all the way down here. Now, listen, nothing goes in a straight line all the time. So I'm going to apply a 20-point target initially, and then we'll look to trail it. So we've got 151 points up for grabs if it goes straight down. But what we want to see is sell stops. Now, your sell stops, depending how conservative or aggressive you want to be, will either be underneath this candle low, if you want to be a little bit more conservative, underneath the current candle low. What do I think about GBP USD? Any comment on CPI at 130? In terms of comment CPI at 130, uh, look, again, when it comes to fundamentals, yes, there's a forecast for an increase in core inflation. It's forecasted to increase, I think, was it zero point 0.3 from zero point 0.1. Year on year, 2.6 from 2.4. Look, realistically, that should initially give strength to the dollar based on the fact that it is stronger for the economy. Now, what you have to think about is does the market want a strong dollar? Do they want inflation to rise? The answer is no. So that would probably put more pressure on Jerome Powell doing something with rates. So if we are going to see an uptick in inflation, maybe we're going to see like a double move. So you might see the initial move being dollar strength, which would be gold down, indexes down. Then you might see a complete reversal of that. Now, I could be completely wrong, which is why I don't think about fundamentals. I would rather wait until after the event to then trade whatever we see. Okay? Is gold buying or selling? Gold was selling off. I'm not doing anything with it. I missed the breakout short. So, yeah, I'm not doing anything with it at the minute. Um, DAX is the one that I'm interested in. I'm interested in shorts underneath this level. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I can only do it on YT Peanut. Lisa, good afternoon, darling. How are you? Truce, how are we doing? I'm not buying or selling gold at the minute. We've got news out in 22 minutes, guys. So I'm, I'm A, the chart on the DAX is better. B, the news isn't really going to impact the DAX. Okay, the news will heavily impact the NASDQ. It will heavily impact gold, and we'll see some huge moves on those, which could be nice for us. Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow or Friday, depending how the Cleggy, yeah, good mate, thank you. Good. Just waiting for this one to potentially drop its pants and pick up some pips. Bullish or bearish news for gold? Harry, that's what I was just kind of trying to elaborate on is look, the news never try and predict what the news is going to do for gold because as I said, the way that I see it right now is if inflation is going to come in hotter than expected, that should be strength for the dollar initially, which would push gold down and stocks down, indexes down. Now, the effect of that should be that it puts more pressure on Jerome Powell to do something about rates, which could mean that the market then see that as right, Powell's going to do something about rates. We could see a rate cut, which will mean weaker dollar, which will mean indexes up and gold up. So that's just hypothetically speaking. So I don't want you to think about, oh, that's what Mark said, so this is what's going to happen. You know, things that we have to consider is why would that happen and how are we going to trade it if it happens? Yes, absolutely. Trade after the news. Is that a West Ham fan there? 1991. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, best not tell you who I support then, because you'll probably come off the live stream straight away. Been trading since 2009. Up the hammers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Well, look, football's such a dicey topic to speak about on live streams because you could be instantly hated if I'm not already hated as it is. Yeah, Spurs, unfortunately, guys, finally won something. Finally won something. Right. So listen, we're probably going to see a little bit of dull in the market for the next, I don't know what, 19 minutes or so, and then it might just get a little bit spicy. Um, but let's see how this one pans out. Football ain't that deep for me, don't hate. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I love football, but I'm not gonna hate on it, that's for sure. I've got bigger things to worry about and do than be a hater because someone supports another team. Um, uh, Pound yen, let's have a look. What's going to go on? We're probably going to see some moves on the yen markets just on the basis that indexes are going to get battered in some shape or form. Uh, so if I was looking at NASDAQ, I'd want to see a breakout above here, sells below 22,980 basically. This area would be a no trade range. It's just too choppy, so let me just mark that off. Why your above is so high? My above is so high. What do you mean my above is so high? Nasdaq sell or buy? Neither at the minute. We need to wait for direction, and that will come from the news. Yen basket is melting. DXY for yen. Sure you know. Yeah. Buy above. Only on a close above and a wick down. So look, very, very simple. Um, look, breakout long. Oh, God, don't know why it keeps having these little meltdown. It's not liking the text box right now for some reason. Breakout long. There we go. So that's what we're looking for. If we're looking for a breakout short, then rules would be, there we go. Now, either way, we have nice clear candle space to trade to the downside. And if we go to the upside, so to the downside, you got 82 points to the next structure point. To the upside, well, you got as much room as you want because it's at all-time highs. So don't need to, on your DAX chart, you buy above line is very high. Uh, oh, yeah, you mean up here? Yeah. I don't like any of the space to the left-hand side. So good question. Right, you see this? Okay. And then as the market comes in here, we don't have momentum candles here. It's very wicky. You got doji with a big wick to the upside and downside, followed by an inside candle that fails to break the low. The next candle then pushes up, creating another top wick into this sort of like area. So yeah, there's nothing that I really like in that area. So I'd rather wait for the clear candle space, which is here. Does that make sense? Matthew, good afternoon. Matthew, Joel Mass, how we doing? Lisa's a Chelsea fan. So is Donald Trump by all accounts. No idea what he was doing on that stage pick. It's just so funny. The guy's a legend. I couldn't stop laughing when I saw him on stage, jumping up and down with the Chelsea boys. I'm not sure they actually knew he was there. I'm just trying to envisage Keir Starmer. Well, first things first, it, he'd only get on if it was an Arsenal, but I just can't imagine it. Will gold rise on CPI release? It'll probably do both, to be fair. The question is what? I've no idea. Because remember, we don't know what the data is. We don't know how the market's going to react to the data. So we have to just wait until after the data. Yeah, man is hilarious. Any questions, guys? Uh, any questions? Have we got, if you're in here for the first time, just let me know if you're in here for the first time. Why is yen so weak? Basically, yields are getting hammered. Government's having to, what do they call it? Current yield curve protection. So they're having to manipulate the currency. Um, First time, okay. First time. How often? How do you think on CPI? I have no idea. I try not to think. If I think, then I'm dangerous. So best for me is not to think and just see my rules and trade according to my rules. If I start thinking, then all sorts of shit can happen. Best to keep my little pea brain out of the thinking capacity. Anna, are you going to leave DAX until 125? Broke previous 30-minute high. Yeah, I mean, look, I I think right now, because we see the DAX, it's closed 15, 30, H1, they've all closed below. I think if this H1 closes above, then we're looking at false break territory. But again, false break territory, I don't really like the room to the upside here. Uh, 24 points, I would just leave it. And that would probably be an absolute nightmare. So if gold drops on the news release, if gold drops and takes out these lows, we've got what, 12 minutes? Um, yeah, so win rate, I track it on a monthly basis. I mean, if you just took all my trades on live streams, uh, the win rate is probably somewhere in and around 90%. If you did it outside of live streams, it's this month it's probably about 65%. So there's probably a moral to that story. Only trade when I'm on live stream. Why do you think that is? Why do you think the win rate is higher on live stream? Uh, why do you think the yeah, yeah, because I talk everything out loud and I'm telling you what I'm going to do ahead of time. There's no sort of I'm not just going to do an impulsive buy or sell, whereas, you guys, eh, oh shit, what just happened? Where's TikTok gone? Ah, there we go. Um, yeah, it makes a huge difference. I can't let my impulsive nature get on carry me away. On live streams, you're under pressure to follow your rules to the T, probably, which is good trade. Absolutely. Liquidity, give us USD JPY. Okay. Wow, fancy new but yeah. Hey, listen, I'm learning. I'm learning. I just need to try and find out how to do the banners on uh, TikTok if you can. I'm not sure you can, to be fair. So yeah, the banners are looking good on YouTube. So happy with them. It's amazing what ChatGPT can teach an old man to do. Patrick, how we doing? Okay, let's take a look at dollar yen. So, like I said, I will look at gold longs now, anywhere down here, if we get a buyer candle come in. So that could mean the next, let's have a look at the 15s. Yeah, 15s. Ideally, what I want to see happen is I don't want this one to be a bullish candle. I really don't want this one to be a bullish candle. If it does, it's going to screw the setup. What I want to see is yeah, it is, mate. ChatGPT is absolute life for me at the minute. I want to see the next candle push down, take out the lows, and then if we can break this high, I'll be placing a buy. This is my gold buy zone, but won't take because of news. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So this is what I've been waiting for since this morning, but this crap just put me off doing anything. Uh, any question? Accountability because of discipline. Yeah. How long have I been trading for? Since 2009 for my sins. As a day trader since 2020. Christ. Um, what time frame? This is a 15-minute that I'm looking at on gold, but I don't have any orders in at the moment. There's no orders in at the minute. I am just waiting for the news to come out. You think gold is going to be a buy or a sell? Absolutely no idea. But like I said, if the news comes when the news comes out, if it drops down first, I'll look to buy the high of the previous candle. If you look, it's where 30-minute. Oh, okay. So I forgot to do the house rules before I start. It's, so I don't do any smart money concepts. I don't talk about fair value gaps, ICT, none of that. I don't do order blocks. I don't do orb. What else was there? There was something else someone asked me about the other day. If you're going to just go talk about price action, that's fine. If it's general chit chat, you got a question, that's fine too. But things that I don't do or I don't trade, I won't speak about them because I won't give you the answer that you want or maybe the information that is required. Um, Prediction for the news. It will be out in 7 minutes. That's my prediction. 34.74. Why why is that? Why is that in terms of that I don't talk about it? It's just purely because I don't trade it. So um, what is with the NASDQ? Um, I just do everything. And don't take this the wrong way. This isn't me being pig ignorant or whatever. I don't know. Be a bit like, and I'm trying to think of a way of saying this without sounding arrogant and whatever. Just imagine you speaking to someone that's done something a set way for a number of years, and then you go and ask them to change it or talk about something different when that's not what they do. It would be so out of character for them to give their opinion on it if it's not something that they do. Um, would be, I'll say it, Mark. Okay, how far back do you look to find your support and resistance? The most recent. So if this candle closes here, this would be the most recent support. What concepts do you do? Yeah, just price action. So remember, if this candle closes bullish, then what we have is a new support formed here. We've got clear candle space to trade into. So I need the next candle to drop lower. If it drops lower, I can buy above this high. Uh, Price action man move with the mark closures above and below with clean traffic and be wary of fakes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a few fakes around at the minute, but again, I'm nervous about saying that because I don't know what happens. Uh, 30-minute. Yeah, see, this is looking quite nice. If the next candle pushes down, guys, we're going to be a buyer above this high. Because I don't need to look at the 15 now, because, right, the 30-minute, pretty much, well, I just want to check. Uh, no, saying that, I do need to look at the 15. So what I was going to say is, if we close, I don't know, somewhere up here, this candle's going to be bullish. So then we wouldn't need to look at the 15. We could just look at the 30. So if the next candle wicks down, we can buy the break of the high, and we've got, I don't know, what's that? 73 pips to trade into. Anna, are you canceling that? Yes, just you might as well take it off now, Anna. What have we got in there today? Ooh, a lot of likes coming through today. Thank you guys. Must be enjoying the stream considering there's no trades. Again, it's personal preference. The DAX shouldn't really move on the back of this news. Gold and NASDAQ are the ones that are gonna literally rip. Uh, DAX off the 4 hour again. We've had a little break of that low. I see the DAX moving lower, I really do. But let's see. There are four sets of important figures. I think it's going to swing while people digest them. Yeah, sitting on your hands is one of the best traits you can have. I tell you what, there's some wise comments in here today, guys. I need some of these wise comments. I need them to be embedded in my head at times. So, uh, right, while we're waiting for the news to come out, let me know where you're logging in from, guys. What parts of Europe are you logging in from? What parts of Central America? What parts of South America? What parts of Africa? Asia, Australasia? Where are you logging in from, guys? Let me know. Canada, Lev, how you doing? From Leeds, but in Ibiza. What part of Leeds are you from, buddy? Iraq, welcome. Middlesbrough, we've got Burafan. UK, Patrick, Scotland. South Africa, Terence from Ireland. Nigeria, Manchester, and it's raining. Took 160 pips overnight from longs. Nice to chill. Manchester, wet UK. Yeah, it's not wet here yet. It's North Korea. Good afternoon. I'm good. Got in on some gold. Just got out now, looking for the next setup. Lovely. Well done. Um, right. We don't have long to wait now. We do not have long to wait. Let's Trolley happy, welcome back. CPI is gonna rip. Let's have a look. We got 40 seconds. Now, this has just obviously caused a little bit of an issue. So there'll be no trade here on the 30-minute. Yeah. If it drops, if it can close we've got 20 seconds. If it closes anything like this, if it closes anything like this, where this 15-minute candle's bullish, and on the open of the news, we come down. If we spike lower, I'll be buying the high of this candle. That is the 15-minute chart on gold. So I need it to drop. Oh, well, that screwed that one. No. Well, there we go. So never mind. That was the end of that idea. So if it had dropped first, I'd have bought it, but not happened. NASDAQ has popped higher. All right, potential, but we've got to wait, guys. I'm not just jumping in on NASDAQ spiking through that. This is the NASDAQ. We were talking about potential breakout longs if we get a close above here, but it has to close above. Um, Looking bullish for these stocks. Where was the CPI Forex Factory? Oh, oh. Okay, so it's coming below forecast, but above previous reading on month for the core. The CPI month on month has come in as forecast, and the CPI year on year has come in hotter than I expected. So I'm surprised we've seen a move up. So again, there goes my theory. Yeah, let's just see. I would be I wouldn't be surprised if we break these lows, but um, and gold's just reversed. All right, guys, this is why you sit on the sidelines. This is why you sit on the sidelines through this type of news. Right now, we're just looking at gold. Uh, yeah, there's nothing really to trade at the minute. Gold going to 33.20. If it does, fantastic. Someone will be in some lovely profit. Um, but I tell you what we need from gold. We need a directional move to create some clear candle space. You see, like this space over here to the left-hand side. This type of move here. We need some candles like that. This area. This is what you want to trade into. It makes it easier to trade. All these areas, there's just a lot of noise, smoke and mirrors. It's very, very difficult to trade. So I think if I was going to look for a short on gold now, I'd have to wait for below that area. Let's get this off now. It's not important. This isn't important. That can go. That can go. The other thing should look at actually for gold is if we have a daily flip, because look at this. Um, if the day, let me move those out of the way. Yesterday's uprange bearish candle, but this market has literally just gone straight up from the open. If we break yesterday's low, I won't be surprised if we come back down to 3,300. So watching for if we can find an area to get short, which by the looks of it is, yeah, this is the daily low. So if we can break below there, that might be one worth looking to potentially try and hold for a little bit. Going to not very bad USA data. Daily is bullish. Um, let's just see where the markets go from here. I think today's going to be a day to sit on your hands. NASDAQ sell, no. Mm, I'd sell if it gets below 23,000, 22,978. Right. GBN Eco FX. We've been flicking between the NASDAQ, the DAX, and gold, so I'm not sure which one you were referring to. Apologies, I didn't see it. Just break the London high. So come on, while we're waiting for some markets to move, oh shucks. When it comes to trading, guys, what is your biggest problem? Is it capital? Is it time? Is it rules? Is it discipline? Um, so okay, so when it comes to brokers, sorry, just this is who we use for funded accounts. Um, Now, if you're on YouTube, you'll have seen there's a bit of a promo right now. In fact, I'm not going to say it because I don't want anything to happen. My biggest problem is low capital. Patrick, discipline 100%. Now, looking to the money, double D. Uh, My biggest problem, low capital discipline. Zachary Booth, need money working with a budget. Had good morning on platinum. Best day so far. Amazing. Uh, it's a no from me. Hey there, how you doing? Do they pay out? Yeah, we've just had. Uh, I've had about 4 or 5 members get paid out recently from them. Um, I've had what? I think the biggest payout that's been recently is $3,200 that we've seen one of our members get. So yeah, they pay and they pay quick, which is the main thing, right? I mean, ultimately, the stopped on a lot of trades too soon just by looking to the money rise. Yeah, okay, so one good technique to do for that is if you're using MT4, MT5, just just on your what do you call it down at the bottom terminal, get rid of profit and change it to pips. So you can select how you want to see your profit. So you can see it in pips or you can see it in dollars or pounds, whatever the base currency is. Um, so use that, change it to pips, and then set rules based on structure or number of pips that you're going to close out on. This way you won't look at the monetary value. The other thing is trade a small account and copy that small account onto the big ones. Remember, brokers, right? They're like it's like going to Vegas, right? So why is there all the lights and whatever? They show you certain things so you see it, which will have an emotional impact on the way that you make a decision as opposed to a rule-based way. So if you get rid of as many things that are going to make you make an emotional decision, which is generally colors, which is why I use black and white candles. Don't use any indicators, don't use everything's just black and white. I bought a $15 prop XP challenge, been trading on their app. Nice. Uh, Vic, how you doing? So Nasdaq's just starting to pull back again. Terence, that's why I'm working a trading bot. Oh, yeah, not for me. Don't like bots. I've had nothing but trouble with bots. Um, sorry guys, just family member just messaging. Uh, I've bought. Okay, yeah, that's an old message. Lisa, bye, darling. Take care. Have a good day. Now, just wait. I bought. Yeah, same message. Okay, so we're seeing um, things about mainly discipline and lack of capital. So one thing I noticed in here the other day, someone was asking me about. They had, I don't know, let's say it was $50, and what should they trade on? First thing I'd say is if you've got $50, um, I wouldn't be placing trades, okay? Because it doesn't give you enough margin for error. You might make a silly mistake when you place a trade. Just wait until you can save yourself up, I don't know, $500, anywhere between 350 and $500. You want a little bit of breathing space. Trade at 0.01 lots. So 0.01, you're not going to get rich quick. And anyone that tries to get rich quick from this game is going to get um, hammered and hammered quick. So 0.01, you're not going to make money, you're not going to lose. The idea of 0.01 is that you understand the process. It's like going to the gym and it's like picking up a light weight. and you're just doing lots of repetitions with it until you get strong enough to go up to the next weight. Takes years of messing up to get sick of losing. So, other thing, guys, how many of you use things like Trade Assistant or Magic Keys or Dane's Trades? So, I had a few issues just recently. Magic Keys, yeah, it's good, but like, um, so I use Magic Keys, but I've had a few issues recently. I know a lot of members that have had a few issues with Trade Assistant, and I have to uninstall it and reinstall it, and then it's fine again. So whenever, occasionally, let's say, I don't know, auto break even doesn't work, and I use the digital one. Um, Sometimes if I'm just, let's say I've written an email, and then I've clicked on MetaTrader, and without knowing, then I've come back to the email or something. If you press any one of the hotkeys, whatever they might be, it could be enter, it could be space, it can sometimes just do like a partial take profit. It might just do an instant market buy or sell. Now, these are things that you wouldn't know until you go back and look at your chart. So you have to be very, very careful. Um, I've found it happen when I've had a couple of new Bluetooth devices plugged into my computer, but recently, just today, auto break even wasn't working. When I was on live stream this morning with my members, and I closed the screen down. When I closed the screen down, it took another. I ended up with a um, just gone on to have another trade, and it's put a. I can't remember if it put a buy or a sell in. Oh, it put a sell in because I said, "Oh, we found it bought," and it's cost me a chunk of dough today. Yeah, I had two losing trades before that. Like I said, like I explained on gold. So listen, not every day is a good day. So it's it was this area here, outside candle, and that was my day kind of ruined. But DAX shorts underneath here, at least down to 24,100 should be nice on a sell stop underneath these lows. So DAX short would be the one trade that I'll be focusing on today. Dane's trades, Magic Keys, and Trade Assistant are just a trade. Basically, it's trade management that helps you to take half profits and things like that and manage your stop loss. Lisa, oh yeah, gotta go. I have to use all wired devices, found wireless ones. Okay, so it's anything. There you go. There's a good bit of advice. So do not use wireless devices. Right, okay. There's a bit of good advice. So I need to look at not wireless. I need to look at wired devices. So maybe change my keyboard from a wireless keyboard to a wired keyboard. Your thoughts on Euro USD? Let's have a look. Looking at this, I would say right now, based on this kind of market movement, we're going to potentially keep moving a little bit lower. But what we can see is by all these wicks, the market is not so decisive, right? Because the wicks show you that the market's gone up and it's gone back down. The small bodies also show you indecision. So there's nothing. This is more like a corrective pattern, so it may come a little bit lower first before it breaks higher. I'm not. If I was going back to the old sort of style, old school charting, I'd just be looking at this kind of pattern that's going on, and wait for price to break out, create a higher low, and trade it. That's what springs to my mind, but I don't do that anymore. So mm. uh, it won't. I don't know past us. Sorry. I think you have to put it on PCs. Yeah, there's nothing on gold. I don't like these charts. Uh, nothing here for me at all. NASDAQ, I would be interested in selling underneath here for sure. This, for me, it looks like we've just broken the highs, potential false breaking coming. But we'll see. Obviously, you got the open in what, 13, 40 minutes. The open in 40 minutes. What's that? Once I had rogue trade that set me back a lot on my funded. I was lucky to catch it before it blew my account. Was that from using one of the devices, Lola? Still see many YouTubers who trade that way. Which way, Commander in Chief? Okay, good to know. No more news today. I've placed a buy at 33.30. Other than no ideas on gold. Yeah, I'm not. There's gold. The only thing I like on gold, if I was to take a trade on gold today, which would be a short, basically a flip on today. So if it dropped another $10, I would sell today's low. But there's this can go. Hello, does the market develop low volume every June and July? Um, More July and August, and the volume is more down to institutional traders not being at work. Everyone takes holidays, right? So if they're not at holiday, I mean, if they're not at holiday, if they're not at work, they will reduce their book size in the market, and therefore there's naturally going to be less volume in the market. It doesn't mean you're not going to get big moves because in low liquidity times you can get bigger moves because what happens is there's like void in the market. So if someone just decides to punch a big order in while they're at the office and there's no buyers on the other side, you'll get gapping huge moves until buyers step in. So these are things to consider is that July and August and December, low liquidity times, although there's lower volume, you can just get just as big moves um, um, because of that. How long go down? What do you mean? How long go down? Fahad, I'm in at 48. Okay. Technical is for brokers. For brokies or brookies? Or brokers? Today's low was the start in Asia. I bought 30 minutes into Asia this morning. Nice. Are you selling? I'm not doing any. I'm not doing anything at the minute. I would look to sell if we get underneath this low. DAX, sell underneath this low. Buy 18, gold at 48. Buy 18, gold at 48. Oh, one second, guys. Yeah, what's wrong? Guys, 1 second. I've got a 3-year-old. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter was screaming for me. I had to go and help her, otherwise I would be in big trouble. Prop trade tomorrow. Let's see, Yoftan, how are we doing, guys? Oh, lots of people in this afternoon. Why is that? I mean, market going more downside. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for the DAX shorts. Do you set yourself a daily profit target? No. CIA 10K accounts are cheap, but 50, 60 bucks if you use a discount code. Bought at 348, hoping to hit 370. Vic Snazzle, what's he saying? My next sell on gold will be till 3342. Yeah, I'll be there with you, Vic, as well. That's where I'm looking. DAX, we're selling underneath here, guys. So get your trades ready. NASDAQ, John, what are you saying? Let's have a look what's going on with the NASDAQ. Oh, it's bounced. Interesting. I'm going to leave the NASDAQ alone. Let's see what happens here. Hmm. Right. What's DAX on MT5? It will be dependent on your broker. So it could be GER30 or GER40. So it comes down to the liquidity provider, not the broker. Uh, IC markets, okay. Hung, how we doing? Okay, so we just had a few there. I guess people didn't like it that I just stood up and walked off. I get it, but unfortunately, if your daughter's screaming for you, as much as I'd love to stay on stream for you guys, uh, I gotta go and check she's okay. She's my little princess, right? Uh, okay. So give me some goals, guys. What's your biggest goal from trading? What do you want to do? What are you looking to do with trading, guys? Yeah, probably don't. What's your objective with trading? Are you going to trade personal accounts? Are you going to trade funded accounts? Are you going to trade both? Are you looking pay for a holiday? That's a good, nice one, Zachary. I like that. 1 minute account. Oh, Jesus. Oh, 1 million account. I thought you said 1 minute. Yeah, I was going to say make money. Yes. Well, leave my job for good. Now, I always it's an interesting one when I hear people say leave my job because I want to leave the job I absolutely hate. Now, just remember, while you have a job, there is less pressure for you to make money from trading. When you start trading, once you can create that income, use it to create an income while you're still working and build a nice little nest egg. Don't become, what's your say on GBP? Okay, I'll have a quick look. Uh, I mean, look, it's come down into a nice support area off the daily. Uh, it's messy, is what I think. I think see how today closes. Don't do anything with it today. And if today closes bullish, next candle moves down. Look for some cycles on the lower time frame. See if it starts cycling to the upside. And if it does, then you can start to look for buys. Well, it's been a wacky old day today. Nasdaq's popping again. What's your take? I want to enter. On what? What do you want to enter on? On cable. Oh, why do you want to enter? No, just look at what's just happened, right? The market on the news has shot up to the upside, then it shot down to the downside. Now it's coming back up. I don't think there's any clarity there. I'd want to stay away from that, to be fair. BTC shorts. Just banked my just baked my first bread. If I can learn how to bake it, I can learn how to trade as well. There you go. Love it. At the end of the day, it's a skill, right? Most important health is health, not money. You just need enough to be comfortable. Health is obviously a priority, but you have to remember that, you know, everyone's. Have you ever looked at the six human needs? Has anyone ever looked at the six human needs? Stephen Buckley can never figure out why inflation data comes out worse than expected, yet gold is dropping and NAS is popping. I always say don't try and understand fundamentals because we'll never make sense of it. Okay, so the six human needs. Um, if you uh, if you Google it, the primary human need by 95% of people is security or certainty. Now, unfortunately, that's why most people will stay in a job they hate. They will stay in a relationship they hate. They will do all the things they hate because they have certainty about one thing. Yeah, Maslow's hierarchy of need. Exactly. Because certainty means that that person knows at the end of the month they're going to get paid. They know at the end of the day after work when they get home that person's going to be there. That's certain. Then you have like love and connection. Okay. Um, well, I'm trying to think now. It's that long since I've looked into it. Growth, love and connection, contribution is the biggest one. So it's the smallest amount. So what you'll find is those that contribute or give back at their own cost are when people will do things for nothing, like charities and things like that. So when you look at people who generally do contribution that give back, they're 90% of the time that people have already made a substantial amount of cash and then they're putting back into the community. But the people who do the contribution when they don't have it themselves, they put other people's needs above their own. These are probably the most amazing people on the planet, right? Because they're putting everyone else's needs ahead of theirs, most unselfish. So, yeah, people are scared of change. Change, and people don't like change because it's the path of most resistance. Change is the if you don't change, it's the path of least resistance. Fundamentals are very important, but you need to see on them non-stop to get a sense. Fundamental, look, you could sit on them non-stop, and everyone's going to have a different opinion based on fundamentals. So I don't think you can create a bias based around how much you read and interpret it in a certain way, and that'll give you a bias of what you think the European economy is going to do, what you think the US economy is going to do, and then how is inflation, stagflation going to play out, and what's it going to mean to the growth. But then you also have to remember that you're not the only buyer or seller in the market, so you then maybe there's another institution that has a completely different viewpoint. So this is why I like to use price, and I don't really care about the long-term play. Um, was you in take that? I wish I was, mate. I can't sing for toffee, and I definitely wouldn't be trading day in, day out. I think I'd be sat on a beach somewhere. But them boys did all right. I saw old Robbie back in town, wasn't he? Singing at the Club World Cup final. Didn't realize he still performed, to be fair. Um, yeah, Maslow's hierarchy. It's something. Can you please analyze USD CAD? Yeah, sure. There's no charts interesting me today, other than the one I mentioned. Now, so many of the charts just look so unappealing to me. I mean, from a daily perspective, look, once this market stopped here and then started to rally, you need to think about, right, hold on a second. The predominant trend is to the downside, but we've got a structure here. So if we're going to break through anywhere, it's probably going to be this support area here. And if we do, maybe we can run down. 4 hour chart, I just don't like any of they're not clean. No charts are clean at the minute. Uh, I'd stay away from it. I mean, look, if I was going to say anything, I'd be looking at this and say, right, well, we've got like a rising channel here. If we break through that, probability would say that we're going to find a lower high to trade from. We could come back down into this support area. But again, it's not something that I would look at or contemplate trading. From a higher time frame perspective, just looking at any sort of structural points. I mean, if we can break out of that, then I would expect we can push higher, maybe back up towards the 139s, 1.4s. But look, the market, it's not something I would trade, so, and I'm not liking gold sells underneath here is definitely something I'd be heavily interested in. Uh, Shared the live. Thank you very much for sharing the live. It will go back. Could it be magic now? Yeah, love it. Uh, I like that. Try gold if you trade gold. Try gold. What do you mean, try gold? Give us a clue. Uh, thanks, thanks, mister. No problem, blue eyes. Um, what's this? You look more like Gary Barlow than Mark Owen. Oh, God. I used to get that at school. Now that's going back some years. Bloody hell. That is funny. Yep. Only thing I would look at now today is, and they're both short trades. Gold, um, I, I've said what I think with gold. I would look for sells under 33.43, which is a break of the day. Oh, dog's going crazy now. Which would be a daily flip on gold. Oh, God. Sorry if you can hear my dog going crazy. Got a little one running around the house and dog thinks it's playtime. Yeah, so only thing I would look at with gold right now is daily flip. We break there, I expect more downside on this. Um, and oh, for God's sake. Now this is kind of what I was saying about higher inflation and what could happen with indexes, which is I said initially we'll probably see a stronger dollar. Um, on the 4 hour time, gold needs to fill 33.30. Yeah, maybe. And I said, as we see a stronger dollar, initially we'll probably see it drop down, but then that might give the institutions an idea that they're going to put more pressure on Jerome Powell to cut rates because inflation's going up, and that's probably why we're seeing the spike up now in NASDAQ. That was my theory before going into the news. Whether it plays out like that, I have no idea, but that's what's happened now. But we could stay on the stream for maybe another 20 minutes and the Nasdaq could drop through the floor. I have no idea. Moneta Markets. Who's consult? Yeo Albi. Good afternoon. It's um, GBP going down until tomorrow at least. Why do we I'm always interested why we put specific times on when we think it's going down until, you know? Remember, we don't have crystal balls, and the more we try and tell ourselves these things, the more we'll try and guess what's going to happen. And the best thing you can do is just follow a plan, guys. There would be like Larry Williams would do certain points of, right, he would expect the market to appreciate in value from, let's say, trading day 2 of the month to trading day 6, or he would buy on the second trading day of the month and close his trade on the first profitable close. So that might mean it could be the 6th day, it could be the 7th day, whatever, just the first profitable close. He was well, still is, not was, a wizard when it came to looking at data and finding out patterns just based off data, not and then he would use the charts as well in terms of he would use bars, not candles, for reference points. And that would be it. Uh, what do I think to GBP, JPY above 200? No, if we get above 200, it takes out all of those wicks. And that's, to be fair, when the yen was getting absolutely battered. So if we get above there, there's a lot of free candle space based off the weekly. It can move. It can. Oh, so let me just get this dog inside here because it's driving me nuts. Spencer, Spencer, Spenny, get in. Sorry guys, can't have him barking every 2 seconds. Right, questions. What did I miss? Okay, nothing too much there. What breed? He's a cockapoo. Come in, Spence. He's a he's an old cockapoo, 11 years old. 11 years old. Go on then, say hello, pal. Well, not to me. So, if you like dogs, give it a like. There we go. Who likes dogs? If you like dogs, yeah. So yeah. Oh, I get more kisses off this one than my better half. You got three. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, exactly. Cocker Spaniel and Poodle Cross. Yeah. He's an old boy now. He's 11, but still runs around like a nutter. GBP USD. Yeah, not for me. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a very quiet live stream in terms of opportunities. But I suppose we kind of knew that coming into um, CPI data. Let's see how this one pans out. No more questions. Stephen, you got three cockapoos or just three dogs? Yeah, he's in good fettle to be fair. Anything on gold for the 15? Let's have a look. Three dogs. He is in good. No, I can't. I can't do anything with gold. Mm, no, quiet day. Patrick, you got four dogs. Bloody hell. Fox Red Lab. Oh, lovely. Slinky Dog 66. Thoughts on BBAI? Give me a clue. Shih Tzu and Poodle. I used to have a couple of Shih Tzu. Ian, how are we doing? What's BBAI? Beagle, Sheepdog, and Multi-Poo. Oh, lovely. My missus wants a Multi-Poo. To me, the 4 hour bearish, 1 hour bearish, if it breaks 333, 40 area further sells for me as daily will flip. Yeah, I'll trade. The only thing I'll trade is the daily flip, but it would have to be the break of the daily low. What do you scan markets on again? This is Trading View. Paddington, love it. Yeah, so only thing I would look at is this. DAX is having a little push again, but let me just get everything off there. I don't know. I'm looking at this as potential lower high forming on the DAX, but we need to stay below what, the 24,250. Uh, all right, Nas. Okay, Nas is just having a little momentary breather about 14 minutes before the open. Is gold or Tesla better to trade right now? I don't trade Tesla, so I couldn't tell you. Hey, bro, we need to trade together sometime. Smart currencies, sure. You seeing anything with gold? Only thing I'm look. Oh, gold is getting close, guys. Gold is getting close. Gold is getting very close. But hmm, let's wait. Gold, we will have to close below this level, guys. Okay, the sun's just breaking out again here now. I thought we might get a little bit of I thought we might get a little bit of rain today, but it doesn't appear to be coming in. You see anything with gold? Just what I was looking. Trust me, look at BBAI. What is it? Is it a stock? Is it a crypto? BBAI. Stock. Don't know it. Never heard of it. Looks like daily's just about to start its impulse. Pre-market opens up, but there'd be no trade for me here because there's nothing I can do. Come to Manchester, we have rain. God, wouldn't mind a little bit of rain to clear the humidity up here. Do you think it will fill 4-hour gap at 3:30? 4-hour gap. I'm not sure what you're referring to. If you're talking about fair value gaps, I don't look at them, mate. Uh, just wait to see if this one can drop and close below. Got about 11 minutes. I can scalp buy from there. You can scalp buy from anywhere, buddy. Just took some profit on the DAX rejection. Nice. Pound yen 199.10. NASDAQ. See what it does on the open. Is it going to pop or is it going to sink? What do you think, guys? Is Grace sell on scalp buy from 33 to stop below 33.25? Right. And NASDAQ still pushing. What are we thinking, guys? I'm not trading it, but what are you thinking? Is NASDAQ going to push on and jump to new highs? Or do you think it's going to sink? Do you think it's going to be like a false break? What are we thinking? Remember, there's no right or wrong answer here because I wouldn't trade it based on what we're seeing. It's just for engagement purposes. We've broken closed above. We've had a wick down. In theory, you can look to jump in now, but I'm not going to do it based on CPI data. Gold's breaking. Not yet. It might just do it really, really quickly. And if it does, I'll miss it. Gold. Now, because of the nature of today, I'm not going to place a sell stop as an impulse momentum entry underneath the daily low. Because today I've been caught on two of those exact same. Now, this could obviously just drop, but I'd rather not just get caught in something. So I'm going to wait for the candle to close. If it closes below, then great, we've got a setup. If it doesn't, we don't. So any questions, guys? Any questions while we're waiting for this to come in? GBP is reaching resistance on the daily. Not sure. Will it move higher? Um, Again, these are things when remember when the markets reach resistance or support, don't try and guess what the market's going to do. Let it tell you. So if we get to this support area, there's two things you're going to do. One, it'll be you either place a momentum entry underneath the lows on the basis that the market's just going to continue breaking and push lower. If you're going to do something like that, then be aggressive with your stop loss because in theory, it should just keep dropping. Now, 15 minute for me, Peanut. So what we'd also consider is if you're not going to do that, you'd rather be a little bit more conservative, wait for the candle to close below, then the next candle to wick up. If it wicks up, sell the low. So remember that would be bow and arrow. You pull the bow back, let go, that arrow projects forward. So in this case, the candle closes below, the next candle pushes up. As it pushes up, it attracts sellers in, then the market just drops lower. So that's what we're looking for, guys. That kind of market movement. No, no other, what do you call it? For those of you, yeah, sure. If for those of you interested in the uh, the community and joining the trading team, you can do that. You click on the stand store, guys. We've got 5 different Telegram channels. One mastermind where all members share charts, chat. We've got our trade setups. We've got our live stream channel where we post the live stream links and recordings. And then we've got our success stories, which is where members post their wins on a daily basis. And a win doesn't necessarily mean a trading win. It could mean they've overcome a certain obstacle, which could be a confidence barrier. It could be understanding a certain system. It could be they've just broken a deadlock of losses. These are things that should you buy? No, don't do anything, guys. Don't do anything. Let the market tell you what you're going to do. Just wait for the market. And then once the market has given you the clues that you need, then you re react to the market. Okay? Let it give you the clues, then react based on rules and setup, not emotions. What's that? Resistance. Yeah, read that one. Okay, Manutos, how we doing? Rep Bunna, good afternoon. Alyssa Fidine, how we doing? Uh, yeah, so listen, potential opportunity here, guys. We are just breaking. We're not broken the lows yet, but I would expect if it does close below here, the next candle wicks up, I will be selling. The downside to this is we are coming into the 230 open, so potential for the market to just go without us. And if it does, it does. Don't then try and chase it. Um, I know it's been a long live stream today, considering there's no trades. Um, how have you found the stream, guys? Feedback is all welcome, please. And when I say all feedback is welcome, it's only welcome if it's good feedback. So if there's bad feedback, please refrain from typing. I'm only joking. uh, by all means, it's nice, bro. Thank you, Benjamin. Appreciated. Um, so, how many of you have been here before? Or in fact, no. If this is your first time, let me know this is your first time, guys. Just put yes or a thumbs up or number one in the chat box if this is your first time. First time troublemaker. Oh, let's hope you aren't a troublemaker. Don't you think that you are too many down, Candle? You need a pullback first. I mean, look, there you go. It's gone. But no, that wouldn't worry me because when it breaks the daily lows, it usually just goes, even if it's just for 20, 30 points. But we'll see. Uh, remember, I told you I don't think. If I think, I get in trouble. Uh, usually comes back. Price is crazy. Fibonacci. Okay, love it. Uh, but yeah, so unfortunately, guys, that would have been uh, not really. T1, so not. There's nothing we've really missed out on there. Now, if you are taking this, it's a perfect daily flip. So what we're waiting for is 30-minute candle to push to close, next 30-minute candle to push up, and then we'll sell underneath the daily low. So next 30-minute candle, we've got 1 minute and 5 seconds to wait. 1 minute and 5 seconds to wait. No way. Oh, God. I've not had a user-friendly day today. I think I want to close everything down and reinstall it all. Too many. All started off with 2 losing trades this morning, and then 2 losing trades, and then there's been a couple of system malfunctions. So, yeah, today will be a Tuesday I don't want to repeat. You always love this live session. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, mate. I'm glad you enjoy it. And find something useful out of it, maybe. You know, there's only so much we can talk about the markets when they're a little bit static, right? But let's see. There we go. If this candle pushes up, let's see if we push up. If it just drops, I'm not selling it. I want to push up. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me just look at H4. No. Okay, there's a long way to go down. Okay, so let's get a couple of areas to put stop partials in. Okay, so trade is in. All right, hold on, guys. TV, let's change. Okay, so YouTube, you can see the order. Let me just see if I can change it on TikTok. There we go. So let's get partial TPs in. Okay. TP. Oh, we're in. Okay. I've got 15 pips as TP. Right, let's go. Break even. There we go. TP1 done. Okay, we're at break even now, so we'll see if we get stopped out. Second TP's at 40. There we go. Break even. So we've got 15 pips. Well, it was a quick trade, guys. Didn't last very long, but if you got the 15 pips, let me know. Who got the 15 pips? Commander-in-Chief, that was nice. Petterbooks, Lola, that was nice. TP1, Vic Snazzle. Is 15 pips $1.50? Yeah. John, well done. TP1 for Peanut. Yes, not what? Okay, cool. All right, let's see what's happening. Okay, so DAX is looking like we can potentially break lower, but let's wait and see. So guys, if you took that trade, if you got nice 15 pips there, just hit some likes, please. Let me know you got it. Um, so let me know you got that, guys. I want to see some likes if you took that trade. Nice, simple, easy. French Bulldog Evie. I've not seen that name before. And here comes my whirlwind. Come on, princess. What's this? It's a dress, is it?
Can I come on video, Mum?
What, darling?
Can I come on this?
In a minute, darling. I'm just on a live stream.
I want to work something on the live stream.
Right. One second. Just close the door for me, darling.
Daddy?
Yeah.
I'll close the door.
That was really loud. Right. Okay. So. Okay. Yeah. Well, daddy. Uh, I want to dress. Yeah, but I won't fit in that one. Okay. What, darling? I am a boy, yes. So guys, listen, on this note, yeah, gold's sinking now, but look, I have to have the trade management rules that I do. Yeah, new trader in town. Um, I always want to be risk-free as quickly as possible. Um, DAX is looking like we're going to break, so we'll see. Oh, look at gold. C'est la vie. Yeah, you can watch something in a minute, darling. Daddy's gonna finish. Daddy's gonna finish in a second.
I want to watch something on it.
Yeah.
How that
Okay. Okay. Right, guys. As you can see, I have. What's my thought on gold? Look, we sold it underneath the low here. We got 15 pips, and then we got stopped at break even, and it's dropped another, I don't know, $4 or $5. Look, this is unfortunately, this is we can't plan how the market moves. What we can do is have a set of rules, and sometimes, yes,
can have some.
yeah, go and get some water, darling. Daddy's on a call now. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So listen, I've got to look after my little princess now. Um, I will see you all tomorrow, 1 o'clock. If this is your first time here and you've enjoyed it, just give us a quick like and a thumbs up or whatever it is on TikTok and YouTube. Um, Thank you so much for your time. I hope you got the 15 pips. If you didn't, don't worry, there'll be more opportunities. I'll catch you all tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Members, I'll see you at 5:36 a.m. tomorrow. Bye, guys. Take care.